Okay, Yahya read his hand before.
Yes, and the winged creatures flying beasts like mutated perdunk. What's this? Like
Where?
muted
Pterodactyls
pterodactyl, pterodactyl, and
are they were big flying birds in
and
the
there,
dinosaur age.
yeah, and there are also the
Thingies.
vines that are alive. I mean, yeah, I know plants are alive, but these are like alive. They turn backyards into uh, treacherous jungles. Now, keep in mind, these aren't real deal scientific names. I'm no monsterologist, and that's just scratching the surface. Almost every day, I discover some new things that is horrific and hair rising and makes me wanna hurt. Now you're probably wondering why I'm telling you this. You know why you're privy to the thoughts and rambling of a kid trying to stay alive during the monster apocalypse. I tell you, it's cause I think it's important that future people know what it was like in the time after the monsters arrived. Also, I'd like to be remembered just in case I get eaten one of these days like this.
Yes, Yahya, complete.
Yes, me looking good while being eaten. Now, how you remember me? Well, only time will tell. Like I said before the monster apocalypse, I was an orphan. Well, I guess I still am an orphan. String, stra- huh? Strictly speaking, but you know what I mean. The last family I got stuck with, the Robinsons, they were the worst. As soon as the monster showed up, they just high hightailed it. I wasn't all that surprised they left me behind. Honestly, I can't share the only reason they took me in the first place was because they wanted someone to rake the leaves.
Hello.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
I'm late.
Good afternoon, Muhammad Love.
We started early because there's not much time now. Okay, who can read now? Raise his hand, please. Hamad,
Yes.
start.
I start from the beginning.
Yes.
Now of this. Now.
Hamad, read the other things.
Good work, Jeff. It's Jack. Now, if this sounds like I'm trying to make you feel bad for me or something, I'm not. That it's not my style. I'm just letting you know the situation, the ins and outs, the deeds. I learned a long time ago that it's best to try not to worry so much about the junk life shovels on you. Life tries to knock you on, just do your best to duck and keep moving. The way I see it, someone's always going to us right. I mean, unless you're the last person on Earth, then technically, yeah, no one has it through us. Ever since Robinsons pieced out, that's 42 days ago. Now, I've been forced to survive alone in a world of monsters. That's pretty much the plot of a video game, right? So I said, you know what? I'll treat life like a video game, and that's easy because I've always looked at life from a video game, from a video game angle anyway. Picturing people's stats and powers and imagining obstacles like their big boss fights. You know how in video games there are challenges you complete to earn trophies and achievements. Well, I created my own. I'll call them.
I call them.
Yes.
Okay, I will read this. No, Hamad, read it from here. From my,
I
I'll
did
call
the
them
feats.
and
Okay. Feats of apocalyptic success.
apocalyptic success.
Apocalyptic success. I earn them by completing goals and challenges. The riskier the challenge, the greater the feat. And I always need photographic proof. For example, feat Mad Hatter, steal the hats of 5 zombies. Feat Outturn, beat a zombie in a foot race. Feat Say Cheese, take a photo with someone you know before they got zombified.
Sorry to interrupt, but is the word feat familiar in gaming?
I don't know.
I don't know, but here he says feats of apocalyptic success. So I think I'm sure
Like steps.
achievements of apocalyptic success.
Features.
Achievement. It's like
What
a
is
way
it,
of
Matez?
achievement.
Features.
Features?
Not feature.
Yes.
Feature is someone have feature, but this is achievement. Okay. Now who wants to read?
Feats, I think like steps.
Me.
Like what,
Raise your hand
Mohammed
if you want to
Jibreen?
read.
I think like steps.
Steps? But in this context, it doesn't fit.
Okay.
Two
Muhammad
steps
Aqil.
like achieve.
What is the meaning of apocalyptic success?
Apocalyptic is like the apocalypse, that the zombies that they come,
Oh,
and the success is success.
yes. Thank you.
Okay. Fifth House Hunter. Explore 50 abandoned houses. There are like 106 feet to still be completed. And if I start running low, I just create more. Now, pay attention. Here's where things get serious. There's one very important feat of apocalypse success that I have not yet
Complete.
completed.
Go to the next page.
Okay. Here's why this particular feat of apocalypse success is the ultimate feat of apocalypse success. When I first moved to Walkfield,
Okay, complete from here. Again.
June was the student.
Why have you skipped the previous part?
Yes, it's not part of our culture. This.
Okay.
Okay, complete.
So I assume this is something that doesn't agree with our cultural beliefs.
Yes.
June was the student editor of the Parker Middle School Gazette, which was perfect. Because if both working on the paper, that gives us a reason gives us a reason to chat and get friendly, right? Turns out though, June is scary when she's on the job. But even she's ticked off and super stressed, she manages to remain ridiculously cute. This issue isn't going to right itself, people. Now, I should be clear here. I think June kind of hates me. Still ridiculously cute. She told me I was lazy. I respectfully disagree. Not lazy. I was just trying to fulfill my role as a photographer, the wild rebel who plays by his own rules, the hip cool guy who's always being hip and cool nonstop, 24/7, nonstop, hip and cool, hip and cool.
Mister, what does hip mean?
Sorry,
Aziz, but this is kind of slang. Hip is the part of the body,
No, mister. It
but
means
here
hip.
it's a kind of slang. I don't understand what it means in this context.
Hipster means a person who follow the latest trends and fashions.
موضة.
حاضر مدري موضة. Now.
So he's like kind of cool, you know.
Mu'taz or Jibrin, who want to read from you?
Aziz, I didn't listen to the answer from Muhammad.
Hib, he means like he follows the latest trend and
موضة
modern.
موضة.
Modern. Okay. Jibrin or Mu'taz? Who wants to read? Mu'taz, okay. Mu'taz read.
June said my photos weren't capturing the important stories around the school. I guess she just wanted snapshots of bake sales or a pic of Ms. Gradual new whiteboard or something. See, I don't go in for a lot of things. For enough, I
And
don't
for
go
a lot
in
of that boring junk.
boring junk. I like action. I like capturing that single moment in time that will never, ever be repeated. And now my camera is full of once in a lifetime death defying moments and crazy close calls. I mean, just this week. Anyway, even though June maybe kind of hates me, I also maybe, probably, definitely kind of like her a lot. Just as she but is she still out there? Is she still alive? Is she still in town? Here's what I know. The day the monster apocalypse began, I know for a fact John was inside of our
Wait,
middle
Mu'taz,
school.
a minute. Mister, we know in the story they put like exhibition and rising action.
Exposition, and then
Yes,
after
exposition.
exposition,
The
the
first
inciting.
book, this book is like most of it is exposition.
So it
Trying to
has
make it.
it
Yes.
has no plot events.
No, it has plot event, but it most makes you know the place and know the stuff.
Familiarize you with the character
Yes,
and the setting.
yes. That's why after 2 months I didn't forget the names. Complete not.
Okay.
in our inside our middle school, but I don't know she's still there because I went a few days ago and I stood outside hollering June, and there was no answer. I'm also
Is
very
this
sure
South
that
Turkey who just joined us?
Yep. Yes.
yes, I'm also very sure that June's parents did not leave town because I went to her home last week and their cars were still in the driveway. I broke in and looked around inside the house too, and it didn't seem like they packed up and taken off on a train or something. And I refuse to believe that June has been zombified. So that means she must be here in town somewhere. So I'm being to so I'm going to find her and I'm going to rescue her and I'm going to rescue her. There you have it. That's my life and that's my
Like
goal.
save.
And that's my goal. I I will not rest until I'm done. I'm a dorky warrior orphan. I'm a zombie fighting, monster slaying, tornado of cool. Not really, but this is my story is so deep. And I will
Yeah, complete.
rescue
June
June
del
del
Toro.
Toro and complete the ultimate feat of apocalyptic success.
Okay. We
These
have
are
this time
these
for
are the medals and the prizes he created for himself, right?
yes. Now who Jibrin? Yes, Jibrin. Jibrin or Saud Anazi. Who raised his hand first? Read. Muhammad Jibrin, read.
It's dusk and the sun is setting, all orange, like a cream cycle. Rays of late afternoon light shine through the treehouse windows, and the little wind chime from Home Goods I hung out front is dinging away. I'm huddled over the busted walkie, trying to
Okay.
repair it with my new tiny little screwdriver.
Who
No,
doesn't know? Okay, is like what the soldier used to talk between each other.
note it's called a walkie, not walkie-talkie. I think my repair job is going pretty well. Zap. The walkie communicates with only one person, Quint Baker. Quint Baker is my best friend, my only friend. When I first moved to Wakefield last winter, Quint was the only kid who talked to me. When you're a foster kid and you become all around the place, you become used to getting by without friends. But Quint and I were like some Legos. We just clicked. Quint gave me the walkie, one half of a pair, for my birthday. Best birthday present I ever got. Ever since my foster parents were no way. Give me a cell phone. And Quint's not so parents were convinced cell phones made your brain melt. The walkies were the only way Quint and I could talk outside of school. But now,
Quint is like the nerd of the class, and his parents are very strict and doesn't let him use cell phone and a lot of electronics. Complete.
the day everything happened, well, we split up. Now he's probably zombified or headed out west along with everyone else in town. When everything first happened, I heard it was safer out west, but I haven't heard anything about that since. Like day 4. So who knows? Who knows? But still, there's the chance Quint is alive somewhere, and this walkie could reach him, so I cannot quit. 7 finger burns later, I get the walkie working. I squeeze the button, and it lets out a soft hiss that tells me it's transmitting. Quint, it's Jack. Finally got my walkie working. I have no idea if you're out there, but if you are, well, let me know, buddy. Getting a little lonely over here. I wait a few minutes, no response. A few more minutes, still no response. I head to bed. My bed is a pile of sweatshirts and socks and towels in the corner of the treehouse. I plop down and curl up under my one blanket. It's plenty warm. It's plenty warm out still, but I just need to be under a blanket when I sleep. I mean, a blanket isn't going to do anything against a winged wretch or a dozer, but still, it just feels safer.
يحيى
Yes,
يحيى
yes. Soon I drift off to sleep and I have nightmares. Nightmares that feel real. Nightmares about the morning 42 days ago when the monsters came and everything changed. 42 days ago. It was a regular day in early June. After school, do you want to use sticks as light sabers and sword fight and film it so we can add special effects later to make our own movie? Yes, Quint, yes, I do. School was almost over and everyone had that summer vaccine fever feeling like freedom was just around the corner. Excuse me?
VK. I think it's VK, not VK.
Vacay fever, feeling like freedom was just around the corner. I only have had it because summer vacations for me meant a whole lot more time at home with the Robinsons, which was a recipe for zero fun having and heavy. Before it happened, the bus pulled up in front of the school. I remember too that Quint was eating this rotten smelling egg salad sandwich. I can still smell it now, like the odor has been tattooed to my nostrils. And I remember this savage coming toward us, filling the bus as if
Dirk is a new character that they have added. So now we have Quint and the girl, I don't remember his name, and Dirk.
The girl is June.
June.
Yes,
Yeah.
June Del Toro, and Dirk. Mister,
Uh,
They don't.
Is
They
it?
only use the
Is it?
first
I
name.
think it's Derek.
No,
Derek,
Dirk.
yeah.
Dirk.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I remember Dirk Savage coming toward us, filling the bus. I said,
Feeling the bus side. The voice cut out. يحيى.
Dirk Savage was the most
يحيى.
affordable bully at Parker Middle School. I
يحيى. Complete from here. Thick. We didn't hear you.
thick and towering, casting a long shadow. Derek Savage was the most affordable. I think he came out of the womb with facial hair. Legend has it as he moved here from Detroit and his parents just left him. They split because they keep bullying him, and he took it up in shack by himself, way out in the Walkfield woods. In the Walkfield woods, he only showed up at school to steal lunch money from other bullies. Uh, Derek looked down at Quint and growled.
معتز.
Quint squinted up at Dirk.
Here.
He did. Kid, your sandwich stinks like squirrel butt. Did he even smell it? Quint squinted up at Dirk. He didn't say anything. I mean, how do you respond to that? Dirk snatched the sandwich from Quint's hand and jammed the thing which he had just described as having the odor of squirrel butt into his mouth. It stinks, Dirk said, grinning a fat grin, crumbs tumbling from his big square face. But it don't taste too bad. I felt myself getting hot, heart being faster, angry blood replacing regular blood pumping through me. I stood up, tried to stay calm, handle it cool. I felt Quint's hands on my shirt, trying to stop me, saying, "Jack, it's fine," but it wasn't fine. I hate jerks with with the whether they are monster jerks or zombie jerks or just regular human jerks.
Okay. Who? Hamad, I think. Hamad.
Yes.
From here. Hamad, not Hamad.
Hamad, okay.
It's the last
Yes,
lady.
Abdulaziz.
Don't think we have any more time. From
Hey Dirk, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Huh? Find some my size and I will. I shrugged. I'm sure we can find someone your size. Right, Quint? Quint looked out of the
Quint.
window. Quint looked out the window and closed his eyes and started humming to himself, like he wasn't involved in this. So Nova, I turned back to Dirk. Maybe a very rotund panda bear. That might be closer to your impressive figure. Dirk reached out and grabbed me by my collar. Hey, watch this. Watch the jacket, I said. It survived time, had me down, might even buy antique. Dirk growled, "Do you think you're funny?" I do, but to be fair, I also think people sleeping on ice are funny, and guys getting hit in the groin. My sense of humor isn't exactly sophisticated. Dirk's about my shag me when Dirk's about my slug me when a high pitched screams cut through the air. There's always screaming in the morning outside school. People messing around, shoving, chasing, teasing, and girls laughing so loud it sounds like screaming. But this scream was different. It was a scream of pure horror. The Dirk released me, and I leaned over Quint and pressed my face on the window, and I saw.
We will see you next class.
Thank you, Mr. Omar. Thank you,
What did you
Abdulaziz.
show?
What is it, Aziz? What did you say? Because I couldn't hear
We
you.
will complete next
saw
class
the
to
monster.
Okay.
حماس.
A monster.
But Aziz, can you think of a way to make it more interesting? Like, for example, every now and then you comment on a character saying or comment on a page
Yes, I do, mister.
and discuss it with us
Okay,
instead of simply reading.
okay. This trend
Think of a way to make it more interesting, please.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Abdulaziz. Thank you, Mr.
No,
Amr.
Thank
See
you,
you later.
Hamoudi. Thanks,
We will see
everyone.
next class. What
See
did
you
he say?
later.
Okay,
He
Aziz.
saw a monster. He saw a monster.
We will see next class. Goodbye.
He saw a monster.
Thank you very much.
Aziz, can I take your permission? Can I take you guys your permission to end the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions before we leave?
Okay. No.
Okay. See you guys tomorrow, same time, inshallah.
I have a question.
Yes, Muhammad Jibreen.
How does the bully know the smell of squirrel butt?
That's what Mu'taz asked actually while he was
Because
reading.
he lives in the woods in a shack.
Is he Chinese?
That's so funny. Okay, see you guys tomorrow, inshallah, same time, right? Please can we make a bit early so that we can finish on time?
It's okay with us.
Okay, let's meet like 15 minutes before 4.
Okay, it's okay with
Okay,
me.
quarter to
But
4.
mister, people today it was 4. After 10 minutes it came 8. So if you tell them
It's
start
okay.
before 15 minutes.
Let's alert each other that we are online at the group, in the group before we start. All right?
Okay. Tell them now that we will start before 15 minutes next class. If you want, okay. So, goodbye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, mister.